Good morning. Hope you all are doing well today. I am in Minnesota today, right outside Voyageurs National Park, which is actually a lot of, it is lake. It's right over to my, to your right. I could not get a good filming of a place to film so we can see the lake, which is beautiful. But anyway, we're so far north that on the other side of that lake area is Canada. So that's pretty cool. It's windy today. And I have not been able to film earlier this week because it was raining. So today we're gonna just do a little bit of some good stretching, some hip opening sequences, some staying on the ground, trying to get some good stretching in. I brought my yoga blocks today to show you guys a couple things you could do with yoga blocks if you want to get some. That might help you if you're trying to move forward and getting some different poses that are a little harder for you to achieve. And I'll show you some of the things I use them for because I have short arms, so some of the tougher things I need to use these for sure. So let's go ahead and just start in a cobbler's pose position. Get a nice stretch, hold your feet, get a nice straight back. And we can go ahead and bring those feet forward a little bit more into a diamond pose, which will help give us a little bit more stability there. All right, let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's go ahead and do some neck rolls. Roll around one way a couple times. Let's go back the other way. Let's do some good shoulder rolls toward the back, toward the front. Just get our body ready for a little bit of movement. Okay, go ahead and do a little twisting to your left, pulling on that knee, kind of help you torque yourself back, look behind you. Nice stretch on this shoulder here. My shoulders are sore from wearing backpacks, which I normally don't do. But when you're hiking in bear country, you need to have your bear spray. Right, nice stretch this way. And get ourselves ready to do some, start with our hip opening sequence today. So let's go ahead and start in that cobbler's pose and then push into our staff pose. Let's put our arms up and come forward into that staff pose to get ours started. Just kind of fall forward. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Cobbler's pose, out to wide angle pose, back to cobbler's pose, into our staff pose. Let's go ahead and come up into our boat pose. Those abs this morning, and back to cobbler's pose, out to wide angle seated pose. Let's go ahead and do a little rotation here. So let's turn to your right. And then turn on over to your left. Okay. And then let's try to come forward in this wide angle position. Getting a nice stretch. This is a good opportunity to use one of these blocks. Forward, get your head on it. If that will help you to get some more stability in your stretching. It's really windy today. Come on back forward to your cobbler's pose. your staff pose. Come back to your cowboy pose. To get our hips open just a little bit. Let's go ahead and do some of that bottom cow face position that we've done before. So we're gonna come up. I'm gonna have you try to just watch using this block. Obviously, you don't have one, but you could use a towel instead. But this is a nice position if we're doing these cow faces and you bring your left leg in front of your right and you want to sit back, you can sit back on the block. And that kind of helps you to get some stability for your buttocks and your glutes when you're trying to come back, all right? But if you can come all the way onto your hips, that's great. But if you want to put this underneath you, then you can still get some of that stretch in your hips without having to sit all the way back or try to hold yourself up because it's stretching you too hard. All right? So I'm going to take this out, just do cow face here, and then I'm just going to try to walk out my hands to get a little bit more of a stretch in my glutes. All right? And then I'm going to just try to push myself forward onto this knee, and I'm just going to switch them out. Now I'm going to bring my right knee in front of my left knee and try to come back. And again, if you want to put a towel behind you or if you happen to have a yoga block, stick that underneath you, then it doesn't give you quite the stretch if it's too much for you. All right? And then I'm just going to try to walk my hands out. Little extra stretch there. That feels good this morning. All right, bring your hands behind you. Just go ahead and come back into that cowboy pose. So we are going to do some things on our back. I'm going to turn this a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. All right, let's just put our legs out in front of us. We go ahead and lay back. And we're going to start with bringing both knees up here. Just get a nice stretch. Push those knees into your chest. Let's bring it back. Let's go ahead and bring that right knee up. And give it a good stretch. And let's just take that knee over to the side. Our left leg is straight, right knee is bent. Put your hands out to your side. You can go ahead and look over to your right side. And you can push down on this right leg too. And that helps you to get some stretching. I hope you guys can see me today. We're at a bit of an angle here. All right, come on back to the center. Both legs up. Let's go ahead and straighten out that right leg. Left leg over. Arms out to the side. Push down on this knee if you like. Look over your left to your left hand. Trying to get more stretch there. I am looking at some crazy clouds right now. Alright, and bring both of your knees back in. Then we're going to take both of our knees over to the left. Again, bring your opposite arm out. Push down on your knees. Here's another opportunity to use these blocks. You could put the blocks between your legs, put the blocks under your legs, whatever helps you to get the stretch you desire without getting too much. And when you're here, go ahead and try to think about pulling this hip down and bringing the chest up. So you're getting a nice stretch along here as well. Okay, let's go ahead and bring both of those knees back to the center, pushing them into your chest, and then over to the other side. squat. And look over this other shoulder. Really try to pull this down. And come back to the center. Wait for you to fold up. Now we're going to do one leg at a time. So let's go ahead and bring that left leg up. You're going to keep your other leg down on the ground. So you're going to think about keeping this one stable while you're thinking about bringing this up. It is okay if you can't go too far. It's all just about your stretch. This is a tight muscle for many people. Constantly stretch to loosen it up. And then if you want, if you're able to grab hold of your toe, you can bring that down, or you can just let it fall down. And again, we're looking at that opposite arm while we're stretching out these hips. Bring that back up, and back down to the ground. Now we're going to bring our right leg up. Again, starting with a nice little stretch. Trying to keep this straight and trying to keep this one grounded. Increase the stretch. I'm going to grab hold of my toe. You can just let it fall or grab hold of whatever works. When I get to a certain point, I can't really grab hold of my toe anymore. Hold on tight, I should say. Woo. And bring that back up. And come back to the center. All right, you're going to stay on your back. I am going to have us do some bridges, and we're going to try to do a little bit of a pelvis tilt while we're doing it, which will also really help to open up your hips. So you want to get yourself, see if I can turn this even more. You want to have your feet down and your knees up. You're going to think about sucking belly button into the ground and pulling back. As you can see, I get a little bit of a tilt on my pelvis there. All right, and then I'm going to come up into this bridge. Down and back. So, tilt it back forward, tilt back, raise your hips. Let's try to do a nice stretch there, really pushing up. And bring it on back down. Tilt your pelvis back forward. Pull your belly button back to the ground. Push up. Raise your belly button back down. And then you can tilt your pelvis back. So, those are really great for keeping some mobility in your hips, especially as we get older. Let's do some one-legged bridges. So we're going to take that right leg and put it up in the air. And we're just going to push down with the other opposite foot, your left foot. Push down with your hands. Push up. Nice extension here. All right. Come on back down. Let's do the other foot. So left leg up, right foot pushing into the ground, using your hands for support. Push up. And come on down. Push your foot down. And let's do one more on each side. So right foot up. Push up. One-legged bridge there. Come on down. Put your foot down. And last one. Left foot up. Down with your right foot. And come on back down. Bring your foot down. And just back onto your back. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And I think we are going to roll over onto our belly. That is correct. So, move over onto your stomach and kind of just get yourself in a Sphinx pose. Kind of move your hips back and forth, get a little bit of movement going on there. And we are going to start with our kind of a bird dog on our bellies. All right, so let's go ahead and put our arms out and our legs out. And we're gonna go ahead and lift up your right arm and then lift up your left leg and bring them down. Let's bring up your left arm and your right leg and then bring them back down. Let's do that one more time on each side. So right arm, left leg, and come on down. Left arm, right leg, and come on back down. Let's take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. We are going to move into bringing up both arms and both legs. We'll just go ahead and keep them out in front of us. So arms up, legs up, and down. Let's do that again. Arms up, legs up, and down. This time we're going to move our arms behind us. Okay, or I should say to our sides really. They're pointing behind us. And let's go ahead and raise our legs and our arms up, really getting some extension in your back. And come on down. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let's do that one more time. Arms up, legs up. Try to go as high as you can. Really help strengthen your back. And come on down. All right. Let's go ahead and take our left hand and reach back for our left foot. Just pull it towards your glutes and try to get a nice stretch on your quads there in the front of your thigh. And bring that one down. Let's go ahead and do our other foot. So right hand, right foot. Get a nice stretch on that quadricep muscle. And bring it down. Let's take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And let's try to reach for both. Now, if that's not possible for you, that is okay. Let's just try to reach for both. Grab hold of your ankles and try to pull up. My bag's blowing away. Very windy today. Go ahead and come down. We're going to go up one more time. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out while you lower. Go ahead and put your hands down. Push yourself back into your child's pose. So, we've talked about this before, but if you haven't watched the class before, you want to go ahead and get your knees either together or out, whatever works for you, whatever makes this a good resting position. I prefer to have my knees spread apart and kind of drop down in between. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let yourself sink down. Let's push ourselves up into a tabletop position, and then we're going to go ahead and do a gate pose. So I'm going to leave my right hand down. I'm going to turn my right knee or my right foot over to the side and come on up so I'm in a gate pose. All right, and while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and do a little stretch to my right. Again, this is a great opportunity for these blocks. If you want to go down but coming over is too far, this gives you a nice stepping stone basically, and you can use them on top of each other too. And then let's go ahead over to the other side. Get a nice stretch this way. Really thinking about elongating this side of your body. All right, and then you can put your hands in front of you. Again, good time to use a block if it works for you. And then we're just gonna sit back onto this foot and try to really stretch your inner thigh. You can turn your toes up toward the sky if that works for you, or leave it so that your foot is down on the ground, whatever gives you the best stretch. Or you can vary in between those. Then go and push up with your hands, back into your gate pose, and back into your tabletop. Let's go ahead and do the other side. So again, we want to turn our toes away. All right. Get ourselves out into a gate pose. Come down first this way. Really try to stretch out that side of your body all the way down to your toes. Come back up to your gate pose. Let's go the other way. Nice stretch right along this hip. Hips stretched out is really what will keep your body in shape, keep you moving, keep you mobile. All right, let's go ahead and do that inner leg stretch. So come on back onto this foot. And again, do whatever you want with this back foot. Turn it up, turn it sideways, whatever it takes for you to get a nice stretch on your inner leg here. And then let's just push ourselves back up into a tabletop position. Let's do another child's pose, pushing back. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Sink down to the ground. Kind of let your head fall between your shoulders. Pull those shoulders out forward so you're getting a nice stretch there as well. And then you can go ahead and make your way into a nice, easy seat position. Okay. We're going to put our left leg in front of our right leg to start. And let's take a deep breath in. And on our breath out, let's go ahead and put our hands in front of us and just drop your head on top of your hands. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and let's sit back up into the other foot. So now we're going to have our right leg in front of our left leg. Okay. Deep breath in. Go ahead and put your hands down as you breathe out. Make a pillow with your hands there and let your head come forward. One more breath in. And breathe out. Let yourself sink into the ground. Make your way up. We're going to move into a 45-45 position. So go ahead and take your right leg, put your right knee right here in between your, on your left foot. Okay. You can, this is kind of more 90, you know, if you want to, this is more 45-45, you can do a 90-90, whichever one works for you. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and walk out our hands in front of us, and again, doing that forward fold. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. To push you back up. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of a twist while we're here. So go ahead and look back to your left. And then go ahead and come forward back into your easy seat. And we will switch to the other side. right foot in front here, our left leg behind us. Just gonna walk our hands forward into a nice forward bend. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And then go ahead and push yourself back up. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to show you guys today is what I use. Mostly I got these blocks for. So my arms are kind of short, and some of the poses sometimes ask you to do some arm balance, and I just can't because I cannot. If I tried to push on the ground and tried to lift my buttocks up, I can't do anything because my hands are too short. I'd be on my fingertips. So one position is just being in like a cross-leg pose. And if you push on these and trying to bring your butt up and try to bring your feet up. So this one's a little harder for me to get my feet up again. With my arms being shorter, it makes it a little difficult to make that work. But you can try that, and then you can switch your legs and try it the other way. It really makes you feel like you're getting your arms really strong and you're getting some nice weight bearing through your arms and your hands there. So that's a really nice position to get in. And then I know we did a little bit of lotus before, but if you try to do lotus, so you bring your right leg in and then your left leg in this position, I can push up and actually get a little space on the ground. So that really helps trying to work on your hip flexors, getting those stronger too, because you're pulling up, all right, and you're also pushing down with your arms. So these are just some of those poses that really make you feel pretty strong if you're able to do them. So kind of makes you see what kind of progress you're making with your strength and your flexibility. So I'm going to switch my legs to the other position with my right leg on top. And again, push up and try to get, even if it's just a quarter inch off the ground, you can feel that you're pushing up even if you're not getting any space. But these make me feel like I can get a little bit more in. All right? All right, let's bring those feet back to a cobbler's pose position. Let's go back into our staff pose position. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Let ourselves fall forward. Come back up into your cobbler's pose. And let's just put our hands behind us. And again, push those hips forward. Think about how you can push those hips up when you were in your bridge position. Push them up forward. Drop your head back. Back to cobbler's pose. And then you can make your way into whatever position you want to use for Shavasana today. So if you want to slowly roll back into a supine position, you can try to do that and just use your abs while you're going down. All right, so once you're in a nice, comfortable position for resting, go ahead and take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Move your head from side to side. Rotating back and forth. Think about separating your head from your shoulders so you don't have your shoulders up so high. Get a little relaxation there. Let your legs fall out to the side. Let your arms fall in a position that's comfortable for you. Let's take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Try to let go of all your mind's trying to focus on. Give yourself a few moments of rest. All right.